Good morning to you. Welcome to another edition of Sports Zone. As always, it's live on your choice station. It's Lagos Talks 91.3. My name is Charles Anazodo. Oh yeah, we're looking forward to a great weekend. There's a lot to savor. I can tell you that. I can assure you that. All you need to do is just key in. Yeah, I think positive all of the time. I know times are hard. Yeah. Christmas is around the corner. You know, your neighbor has probably put up a huge ram just beside your building, and you're thinking, you know, I need to, you know, meet up with the Joneses. But you don't really need to do that, to be honest. You know, do what you can within your means. If what you can afford is one chicken with your family, just do it. You know, if you can't afford to buy chicken and all you can afford are just, you know, bits and pieces of beef or whatever it is, you know, then do that. If you cannot even afford to buy beef to celebrate with your family, it's okay. It's okay. There's nobody anywhere, or there's no rule anywhere that says that December 25th must be celebrated. Yes?
It's not your birthday.
It's not your birthday. It's not even Jesus' birthday.
You know.
It's
just symbolic,
yeah,
you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, you know, if you just do whatever it is that can make you happy, can make your family happy, because I mean, coming all the way from January up until now, you know, there is reason to be joyous. There is reason to be in that mood of being celebratory. So just go ahead and do what you can within the, you know, within the realm of reality. You know, never try to be like the Joneses. Yeah, doesn't pay you in any way.
That's it. You know, there's this saying that do what you can and leave what you couldn't can. So don't stress yourself, man. Just
relax. Just, you know, forget what your neighbor is doing.
Everything is taken away from you. Sleep.
Yeah. Never, I mean, if you're gonna compare yourself to anybody, do so with a measure of positivity. You know, I like the way Tunde dresses. I like the way that he manages his family, and I'm looking forward to doing that sort of thing. You know, that's kind of positivity that you take. Not that this person is driving a Mercedes and, you know, you're going to want to do anything that you can just to do the same as Tunde is doing, you know. And when I say anything you can, you know, putting yourself in dirty situations. No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so welcome to the show. What's the craziest thing that your kids have ever asked you, Coyote?
Crazy. I'm thinking here. Craziest thing my kid has ever asked me. Okay, asking about how the babies were made. Yeah.
And what did you say?
Bonnie. You know, what can I say?
You know, it's never too early to talk to your kids about the birds and the bees.
But there's a process to it, and I say that because, okay, for example, you start with in a Montessori, for example, you have the pant roll, and that pant roll allows you to introduce them to sexuality and all that gradually. But don't just go and stump them with certain things at a certain age. You could describe it in a way, not using fake names, but not revealing the entire process to them. It's like a budget reading. You show this today, tomorrow you show another page, then, you know. But my teacher said this. In your mind, like, is this teacher all right? What's the
craziest thing my kids ever asked me? You know, came back from school. By the way, good morning, Rotimi. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good. I'm all right.
Came back from school one of these days and said, Dad, are we rich? Like, excuse me? What do you mean, are we rich? Yeah. Where's that coming from? You know, it's like how, you know, we're just talking in class. All the kids were talking about, you know, their father owns this and that and this, you know, and all the whatnots, you know, and you know, they didn't participate in the conversation because, you know, we had at home never talked about these things, you know, because I never talk money with my kids, you know, so they came back and, Daddy, are we rich?
Just for clarity,
just
So
for
they can go.
so they can
conversation. Now we're back.
I'm like kids. We can afford what we need. That was the response. We can afford what we need, and I'm not talking about desires or wants. We're talking about needs. What we need, we can afford to get. Okay. So I pressed a bit further. What exactly is it? What were you guys talking about? What led to this conversation? They said, well, kids were traveling to wherever it is abroad, or holidays, and they said there's a difference between the rich and the poor.
Wow.
And as far as they're concerned, you're rich when you enter the airplane and you go left. Those who go right are not rich, but those who go left. That got me thinking, okay, airplane go ding. Now I know what you're talking about. Those who go left are those in the first class, upper class, business class, and those who go right are in economy.
And the masses.
That's some dumb teaching.
No, but it's not been exposed to. Unfortunately,
whoever had exposed the kids, if there are more than one, to such ideology, it's very dumb.
No, but
you're just setting up your kids for trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it could be dumb, but at times I think parenting is so tough. Let me give you an example on this issue of question. One day, my kids, they all grew up in Ghana and all that, and so when I brought them home, anyway, I'll say that later. But anytime I go out with my kids, one question my boy asks me every single time, and the actual response I can't give to him is, "Daddy, why is everywhere in Nigeria dirty? Why do you have dirt on the street? Look at that heap. Look at that." And the actual question is, we are dirty people. But I can't tell him. No, but of course. But you don't get it. The fact that you can actually see being rubbish on the road is shocking to him. It's not that, okay, maybe one area is good, one area. No, just seeing it.
You can also tweak that answer. Take the child to a clean place.
Like where? Like where?
His estate not clean.
That's why I asked you, like where?
Yeah, I said take him to a clean place.
Like where now?
His estate not clean.
My estate is not clean.
Mine is very clean.
There are clean places. There
are clean places on this island.
Like where?
Like where?
Yeah, tell me.
Awolowo Road. Which Awolowo Road?
Which Awolowo Road where they dig dirty every day?
They dig, they come back inside.
No, seriously, now you're thinking about it. You're having to think. Like, where?
You see, the truth is, you can't drive
probably have to go
around Lagos without seeing dirt on the streets.
But I'm just saying that you can give the child.
No. What I'm saying in essence is that if you want to just speak as like those parents, they say, "Oh, we are dirty people." But once you say that, you set him up to say, "Okay, these people, this is the way we are." So you need to find a way to speak. Well, some people are just careless, and people just don't care about the environment.
So that he knows there's always
two
not go left when you get into people. That means the ones for such a child. The children that has not even gone on the plane, they don't exist.
Those ones.
If your definition of rich and poor is go left and go right, come on.
We need to be careful what kind of impression that we give our kids, and how we expose them to money. A typical example would be Pastor Bakari. He grew up in poverty. His story is known by everybody. Yeah, Tunde Bakari. And he says today he can take any kind of, he can go on any class as of today. But he says that when he travels with his kids, he goes left though. That's the first class and all that. But his kids, they go to economy. His kids will never, with his own money, ride in business class. When you grow up and you start working and you start earning your own money, you can do whatever it is that you like.
True. I mean, that's fair.
That's it. You need to let them know you earn. And what he's saying is that you
let them know the value.
Yes.
You let them know the value. You work for what you own.
Then you say my father, that you oppress everybody with it.
I will have a lot of kids like that. And that's why bullying is a different conversation it's across schools now.
Yeah. Mental. More mental. More even more than physical.
Maybe that's why you see secondary school children now doing
Drugs.
rituals, doing Yahoo.
Of
just
course,
because
the
they wanna
pressure
make
is
quick
high.
money. Yeah, so
I was listening to the NDLEA boss a couple of days ago, and he says that even I don't know how he got the statistics, but he put it out there. It says 7 out of 10
EFCC.
EFCC, 7 out of 10
Mm.
university students are involved in 419. 7 out of 10.
which university?
I can tell you one.
7
I
out
just
of
wanna
10
badmouth
university students. No, he didn't say
the
particular. He said
is in
university
Lagos.
students.
A university in Lagos.
Many
When
do,
you
yeah.
meet, they are private, they are public. So that's why I'm saying this. Like, that when you meet the students, you don't. That's why a lot of universities now you hardly find cultism.
Yeah, you see a
They-
lot of
they-
them.
they're
going
just
to-
into
It's
all
all
this-
about money
yeah,
and
all the
drugs
money.
now.
They pay their way through universities. That's what they do. A lot of them. So, like you said, 7 out of 10. I don't know, but I know a lot of students that you meet. That's the real deal. Sadly.
Anyway, welcome to Sports Zone, live on Lagos Talks 91.3.
Another episode.
We are going to be making at least 5 people happy. Not today, maybe starting on Monday. This is courtesy of Sheyi Martins, who listens to the show. And right now he's listening from Ireland. And he says that he wants to give 5,000 naira each for 5 people on
that I
Sports
can
Zone.
tell you will buy one chicken.
5K. How much is chicken these days? 5K? For a live chicken?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
you can get one. I'm serious.
We're not talking about those ones that run around the street. Oh.
Headless, homeless chickens.
As in chicken, 5K. Are you sure?
You can.
Okay.
I should be sure. Yesterday might be 5K. Today, maybe from that Monday, the day is dropped. But nobody go buy now. At least 5K can get you closer. Okay, let's put it down. Let's
Close,
play
right?
safe. And get you close to get to the live
Get
chicken.
you chicken. It could get you at least 2. What do you call it? 2 kgs of
It don't
you know,
do anything.
chicken.
Oh, yeah.
By the time
Yeah.
they cut it, you know,
Yeah.
cut down past 14 now.
That's
I'm not sure so you can reach 14. So.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So it depends on the size you want. I said you want them to
You're
do.
not gonna reach 14.
You know, but
But at least it's something, and I want to
It's a lot,
thank Sheyi Martins from Ireland, who wants to do this for 5 listeners, 5,000 naira for 5 listeners. Not today. We'll start that on Monday, so that we're able to sort out, the modalities. Yes. All right. Today is also prediction day. We've got how many games? We've got 6 games to take a look at, or is it 5 games? There's Juventus Napoli. Game takes place today. There's Villa Arsenal. That's 2. There's Spurs Newcastle. Dortmund against Leipzig. And then we've got the local derby. Yeah, Aimba against Abia Warriors. Yeah, 5 games to predict today. Rotimi is now part of our prediction panel. He's last.
not there.
No.
No,
I'll win it all.
It's just for fun.
I'll be predicting from a spiritual point of view, and I know I'll be guided.
Look at this
They actually don't want me to join. They
Okay, so those are the 5 games that we're going to be predicting towards the latter part of the show. But just to share a few news items with you. With a few days to the 2023 CAF Awards on Monday, December 11, CAF has unveiled the top 3 nominees for all the categories for the CAF Awards for 2023. In the men's category, Napoli and Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen leads the final 3-man shortlist that include Mohamed Salah and Moroccan Achraf Hakimi. In the women's category, Super Falcons star Azizat Oshoala has been listed alongside Thembi Katlana of South Africa and Barbara Banda of Zambia. The final 3 shortlists for the women's goalkeeper of the year are Kajira Rimishi of Morocco, Super Falcons Chamakan Nadozie and Andile Dlamini of South Africa. Super Falcons Deborah Abiodun also made the cut for Young Player of the Year. She will battle Comfort Yeboah of Ghana and Nazreen El Chad of Morocco for the prize. Although the Super Eagles failed to make nomination for the Men's National Team of the Year, the Super Falcons could be a consolation in the women's category, where they will battle Morocco and South Africa for the awards. And yes, the Gala Awards will take place on Monday, December 11, at the Place des Congrès in Movenpick, Marrakesh, Morocco. For a Friday, lots more to share with you as we progress in the show. There's a headline coming from one of the daily papers where it says Eagles lack the team to win the Africa Cup of Nations. And this is coming from a player who once donned the shirts of the Super Eagles, and that's talking about defender Ifeanyi Udeze. I don't know if people should be saying stuff like this, to be honest. I think it's more about comforting the team, encouraging the team, supporting the team, and just standing solidly behind what is your national team. When a former player talks like this, it breaks my heart, to be honest. A lot of people listening now will think, yeah, but he's being realistic and all. Come on. There's nobody right now that can comfortably say that this team will win the Africa Cup of Nations. Nobody can say that. All the teams participating at this year's edition of the Cup of Nations have been there before. There are no debutants in this edition of the Africa Cup of Nations for the very first time in the history of AFCON. So it will be difficult. It will be difficult. We're not saying that the Eagles will steamroll everybody, but you've got to put your faith behind the national team. Support them the best way that you can. And ex-players should be showing support, and that's my opinion.
Well, it's not totally out of place, really, because you talk to more than one ex-player, and then maybe like half or 50% might tell you, yeah, let's encourage them. Another 20-30% might just want to be blunt, and maybe this is just one of them. I'm not saying they should ring that out often, because the talks lately have been about, let's support the team, let's see what we can do. Yes, the team doesn't lose any sort of confidence, even when you try to put in the confidence away from the AFCON itself. The AFCON hasn't even started. But from friendlies, from qualifiers, from games, no sort of confidence. So on the back of that, you can understand maybe where an Udeze and more like Udeze are coming from when it comes to this team. I don't think I can put my money on this team going on.
Yeah, but how about statements like, the team is not all perfect. Yeah, there's still angles, there's still departments in the team to work on.
Yeah.
If we go like this, there is the possibility that we might not at least get to the final four. Yeah, but but just outright condemnation.
All of them won't say.
I know.
That could probably be the editor playing pranks. Just saying. I don't know. How some of our French do, but then again, everybody wouldn't sing that tune. Everybody wouldn't tell you, we've noticed some loopholes. Let's see if we can correct them. Blah blah blah. Some will just want to go out all blunt. I don't trust this team, and that's it. So maybe just one of them.
Oh, well. All right, let's take your messages. TJ from Alagbado says, good morning, everyone in the studio. Mr. Charles, next time you're playing this kind of song, I beg, allow it to finish.
He doesn't know he's committed a crime now. Crime. Abala crime.
Oh, my goodness. All right, he says, very first time in the history of this show, I'm surprised. I've always thought you'd a form for us, that you belong to the class of jazz music.
He goes
on to say, why can't our teams in the domestic league travel via air? So surprised. I feel life is what happened to Santos of Brazil.
Kade was showing me, I think it was Guardian newspaper this morning, the fare for one way for one person within Nigeria is 1,200,000
It's unaffordable.
Talk about a team now.
It's unaffordable.
And besides, Sunshine Stars from Akure to Benin, it's just like 2 hours plus drive.
Yeah.
So it's not, you don't need any, you probably wouldn't need a flight for that, but it's just unfortunate that happened. And
yeah, but for those, even for Lagos team like Sporting Lagos going to Kano to play Kano Pillars, expectedly you should be flying.
So I think they fly from, if Kano has an airport, they fly down to Kano. If you're going to all the northern parts, they fly to the nearest airport, Abuja, and then
Sporting Lagos fly all the players.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
yes, they do,
including coaching crew. Everybody.
If you are flying, everybody flies.
Wait, Sporting Lagos fly all their players?
Yes, now. So they'll fly some and say some should go by road. No,
are you serious?
Yeah. Just like Rivers United will tell you, and put it online, Rangers will tell you, oh, we are flying too. They fly everyone.
The saying that we're flying doesn't necessarily mean that you are actually doing it.
But they put out pictures and videos at the airport.
Continental games, not
continental games.
MPFL games.
Yes. At least I've seen Rivers, I've seen Enugu Rangers, I know of Sporting Lagos. And I'm sure Remo Stars will fly, definitely. I mean, they've got an...
No, Remo Stars gets airline.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, just maybe few, not all the teams, by the way, but yeah, I don't expect anyone to fly from Akure to Benin.
Wow, okay. These are the good stories that we should be telling of. Because I never knew that, teams fly all their players. Well, from what I know, they fly coaching crew and then the players travel by road.
No.
All 20 teams?
Yeah.
All 20?
Yes.
Fly their players?
Yes.
I need to confirm this routine. I don't believe.
If they don't do it, doing it often or doing it consistently is a different thing. But they fly their players. When we are flying, everybody gets on the flight.
Yeah, I still need to confirm.
And when we're going by train, everybody goes on the train.
Good morning, my people. Which one is chicken with a run around for street? Mr. Charles, please make your question so easier because you know that we are in the festive period. Ibrahim from Bagada. Ibrahim.
So maybe from this we'll give you a question like spell Ibrahim.
Yeah.
So that you can win 5.
Yeah, make it easy. We'll try the best that we can. But it's not for today though, Ibrahim. Monday, we'll sort that out on Monday. We'll sort it out on Monday.
Gentle Sticks from our papa says, please, what is the title of that song and the artist? Koloba, that's the title of the song. Who's the artist? Adewale Ayuba. Yeah. Chief Adewale Ayuba. Oh man, I love that song. I just love it. Good morning. I think we should in these days verify before labeling a quote on anyone. I heard that interview live on radio and he was all supportive of the Eagles but pointed out that the defense need to be worked on and said we'd wait for the goalkeeper the coach is talking about. Well, where you saw the story, they probably put that up to catch you the way they just did. Emeka. Thank you, Emeka. Okay. Sanchez from Ibadan. Good morning, guys. Did I just hear Patrick Pascal? Lord. The combination of Patrick Pascal, Patrick Mancha, and Duke Udi in Shooting Stars midfield then feeding Olumide Harris was phenomenal. Pascal has been with the national team. I think he's the FA president of what? He's the FA president of the state. In state, I think it's someplace in the north. Bauchi or one of those. And he's the Super Eagles team coordinator. Exactly. So team coordinator. It's been around. Babalala Abdul Ghaffar. Good morning, Sports Zone. Shemis Arotimi wine mini. Even homeless chicken with a hustle on a daily basis to feed is more than 5K. I've been at Pomoy they talk. Go poultry, go roadside has there for chicken. I want to be chicken, live chicken. Oh my goodness. He says, where's Uncle Shegun now? The sanity of the show is becoming unbearable. We need spark. So Uncle Shegun brings what? What you've just done is confirm that Shegun is mad. That's exactly what you've done. Next time he's here, he will hear from you. Thank you, Charles, for putting us in the Christmas mood with that song. Many people don't show gratitude for being alive and well in your home. In my home, I've been their home. No, in their home. That's what it meant. You just need to visit the hospitals, especially the emergency departments. So. It's not by our power or might that we are alive, but by His grace, we have every cause to thank God Almighty. I agree. Talkback Fowowe from Lekki. All right, let's squeeze in a call here. Okie dokie. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Charles Anazodo.
Good morning, how are you?
Super Soul, I greet you as well.
Good morning.
My name is Buja Omotosho. Uncle Charles, are you saying if I'm Bezeshu, you say the 80s? Do we have a team that can win this? Guy.
Why are you always so skeptical?
No. See, to say the truth, is a bad thing.
See, I'm not saying.
Can a team win a tournament with the likes of Uzo in goal? Please, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop giving ourselves false hope. We don't have a team that can win the league. Please, Mr. Charles, we are in a festive period. Whoever you are going to share those 5,000 to, don't give them hard questions.
Did you watch? Did you?
Don't give them a jam question. You can even not ask them questions. Give to listener that we don't know, please. Which
listener do we?
Whoever calls in.
Which listener do we not know?
To call into this program. So whoever calls in, just give them.
Okay,
we hear you.
Thank you.
Let's hope we can get more sponsors so we can just do 12 days of Christmas and sponsor. That should work.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Charles.
Chief, I don't know.
I do.
Waiting do your voice.
Chief Go Santos.
Well, maybe not the season.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But at least I'm audible.
Barely.
Charles. Sometimes when we see the truth, let's stop trying to give it some coloration.
Chief, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you just before you.
Said anything. What do you want to ask?
Let me just ask you a question. Make I just ask you a question. Then.
Please do.
Okay. If your child, does really bad in his examinations ahead of writing maybe JAMB or WAEC, do you outrightly tell him that, look, you cannot pass this examination, or do you encourage him to go out there and do the best that he can?
Well, if I encourage him the first time and he didn't do well in the summer exams, the challenge I'll put to him is that, prove me wrong, you will not do well in this one.
He has answered you, Charles.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
I will tell him, I said, prove me wrong this time, and you will not do right in this exam. You see, Charles, the Super Eagles won their group matches in the last Nations Cup. True. They didn't lose any game. They won an award for that. What happened at the second round? They disgraced you and I. You were there on ground. I'll be going this time. I didn't go with you then, but I'll be going this time. But the truth is, I'm not going there with the intent that the Super Eagles will do to me what I expect of them. From the likes of Uzor in goal, where you have like a basket that is leaking from every corner, and then you want every Nigerian to continue to be patriotic. Sheer patriotism cannot take us anywhere. Sheer patriotism cannot take this with this coach and this gang of Super Eagles we have, non-committed, non-interested, only interested in what will go to their pocket, lose or win. At the end of the day, you and I will come back to the studio and begin to cry. And then you say, what is all? A former player who was committed in the time he played for the Super Eagles. He's telling you the truth now. That's his own opinion, agreed. You also have said your own opinion. But our own opinion, I joined the league of the likes of Udeze, Benga Motosho, and all the rest of them. Let them prove us wrong. Let's tell them they are not good. And then let them serve as a challenge to them. Because that permanent shirt thing has gone into their heads. That come rain, come shine, they will play, whether they do well or not. Good morning.
All right, thank you, Chief, for your call. Favor from Jeremy says, Aziza Toshola will definitely win her category, same as Osime. Should Aziza win this award come Monday, she will undoubtedly be the greatest female player in the history of Africa, bar none. Okay.
Oh, well, don't be surprised if she doesn't win it.
Is it all very clear that Osime should win the CAF award? Is it crystal clear that nobody else comes close?
I think from the final shortlist, they should win it. If we're going to give Hakimi for getting to the World Cup semi-finals with Morocco and winning the league with PSG, that's about it. For Salah, individual, 16 goals, no titles. For Osimhen, apart from winning the Scudetto, also emerged the top scorer in the AFCON qualifiers.
Okay, so if you say it that way, then it should be Hakimi. If you put it the way you're putting it, because he won the league, in France
Yeah.
and got to the semi-finals of the World Cup.
With his team.
Osimhen only top scored in Italy and won the league. So the World
And
Cup
won the qualifiers.
Forget the qualifiers. No, did it.
He
The
did,
World,
you know.
the
He
World,
was the
the
top
World
finished
Cup,
as top
the
scorer
World
on
Cup.
the continent.
Hang on, the World Cup is
Yes.
a major reason that Lionel Messi won his award this year.
And for the people that wanted to vote for Lionel Messi.
So if the World Cup, so if the
individual.
World Cup is a huge
It's a
yardstick,
yeah.
Africa getting to the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup and him winning the league in France is a huge achievement.
I agree.
Way and above Osimhen. Way and above.
I agree. But this is
So based on logic,
if we're factoring the World Cup, maybe Hakimi.
exactly.
Yeah, but based on the guys that will go and vote, voting, coaching and captain, it will go to Osimhen.
You know how they're going to vote.
And it's probably going to. Let
All right, let's quickly take a break.